They're just like passed on generation to generation.
Like,
yeah,
it's
for
not set in
sure.
the mix right.
100%.
Then you go back to it and you're like, oh, why doesn't that hit? It's like, because you cut it short. Right. Hi guys, welcome back to the Blinding Industry Podcast. My name is Dan Brown and my co-host today,
Ben Foden.
Ben. What is the topic today?
So we are talking about big commercial size studios versus the home studio.
Yeah, the powerful home studio.
Yeah, which we know and love.
Yeah, so the home studio is where everyone starts a career.
I think, most people that follow this or that do production will probably have that set up. But it's kind of what defines the home.
What defines a home studio, a home setup, because different budgets.
Yeah. What's your home setup?
My home setup currently, so got a MacBook.
Very nice.
UAD Twin 2023 or something. I've got a Launchpad MIDI controller.
Sick.
I've got
it's a little octave one, right?
No, the Launchpad one is like 100 buttons.
No, I mean
I'm getting to that.
Oh,
the Akai MPK Mini.
Yeah,
it's like a little keyboard. I would love like a bigger keyboard.
Yeah.
So I can like play piano on it, but it's good for like putting down little ideas.
Yeah.
And I've got Adam Audio T7.
Yeah, we went to PMT
and tried them all out because I wasn't sold on them. They look cool.
That's
why I didn't want them.
I was surprised at the difference in quality from them and the
Yamaha HSH.
Oh, was it compared to? I even mean
HS7s.
The Adams previous.
Oh yeah, so the T5.
They sounded so much better.
And the T7V. It's just the difference is the size of the cone.
Okay. Is it all the same other than that?
Pretty much, I think.
Okay. Was it ID4 is the new one? You didn't get the. Is it the brand new ones you got?
No.
Oh, it's not.
No.
We listened to the ID4s as well, though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And we listened to the Yamaha HS7s, which I was torn with because you see that everyone has them. But
yeah.
I feel like the reason I went for the T7Vs is I feel like the Yamahas would hurt your ears after a while.
I don't like the Yamahas.
Me neither. They're probably really flat.
It's what people say is like if you can mix. Well, that's the HS7s I'm thinking of, but if you can
that's
mix,
what I'm talking about.
Oh, the HS7s.
Yeah.
Okay, if you can mix on that, like if your song sounds good on them, your song will translate onto everything
because it's very flat.
Super
it's not coloured at all, which I guess is good, but also like. You want to enjoy. So this is the thing. If I was solely a mixer, I'd probably go for them. But you don't. You see in production, you want to sort of like enjoy it more. I think. So if you can learn how a good song sounds on your monitors, fairly coloured T7Vs, it's gonna sound. I can sort of emulate it in my mixing.
But would you have a sub if you have the Yamahas? So you get the bass
because a sub.
Because they're known for not having.
Yeah, I want a sub.
Sub's so good. I went to Talyard Studios and they've got the Neumann speakers.
Oh yeah, they're crazy.
The first time using them, they're sick. Yeah. And they had a Neumann sub with it and it was so nice. Like producing on that, you like feel it sounds like you're making the best beat ever.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Just a sidetrack actually. If anyone's listening that understands this, I had a sub in my car, a JBL sub.
Oh yeah.
Can I link that to my studio properly? If you know, please let me know because I really want to.
Surely you can.
But it's different voltage and all that sort of stuff.
Honestly, that's beyond me. I don't know.
No, it's beyond me.
I don't see why you couldn't use it as a sub.
But would it sound good?
Is it a good sub?
It was a great sub.
Then yeah.
But yeah, so
all you need is low.
That's my home studio setup.
Minus the sub. Soon to be sub.
And I've got one of these mics as well. A Shure SM7B. And
Great
a few
mic.
other mics. And I won't go into all my guitars and my amps and stuff because we'll be here all day.
Yeah. You've
got
not
even
a
flex. I just have a lot.
Yeah,
of,
he does.
Cheaper ones.
Yeah, that's a solid home studio.
What's yours?
Similar to mine.
I know yours, but
yeah, I've got the UAD Apollo Twin.
Yes, sir.
Love it.
Best interface in the
It's
world.
so good. I mean, it's kind of like it's a nice one for a home setup.
Yeah.
Like even
you can take it with you quite easily.
Yeah, it's great.
That's what I like about it.
I've got the Kali Audio.
Clean.
That's sick. I love them.
Not everyone likes them though, do they?
No, not everyone likes them.
So you tell the story, please.
Well, I mean, it's the same with any monitors. I think if you know the monitors and you know how they sound, then it doesn't matter.
But can I ask you a question? Do you really know how they sound?
I know how they sound in my space.
Yeah. But
in a professional
have you really gone and learned how they sound, how other songs sound on that? So how you have to adjust your mixing?
I always kind of reference mix stuff.
Okay. Well,
I feel like I've listened to a lot of music on there now.
Yeah.
When I first got them, I was like, things were coming out sounding pretty horrendous, but like now, I feel like I know the sound
for sure. So keep going. So
I've got that
twin Kali Audio. You got a MacBook too.
Yeah, got a MacBook. Beautiful. Couldn't do PC. I have to use PC for work, and it's horrendous. Like all my shortcuts are completely backwards now because I'm using Control for everything and then going back to Command anyway. Sidetrack.
It's nasty.
And then we didn't say DAW. Does DAW count as part of it?
Yeah, DAW's Logic.
Logic
for both of
that,
us.
yeah. And then I've got what is it? Alesis?
Alesis.
Say it? Is it Alesis?
I'd say Alesis.
Alesis keyboard. It's something like the something 48 M48.
Yeah,
that's nice, but I need more octaves again.
Yeah,
even though I've got like a nice amount of octaves.
I just want to be able to sit and play piano.
Yeah,
that's my thing.
You want to play it as a piano.
Have you got that on a drawer? Am I right?
Oh, it's not a drawer.
Like a tray.
I saw the studio that had like the drawers, and I was like, I need that. So like, I just bought a stand, and it just like slides on my floor.
I need to get me one of those.
But it's like perfect height for the desk where it just pushes under.
Yeah. But you're thinking about a new addition to the studio, aren't you?
Ooh, yeah. So I mean, I'm looking at a keyboard, like fully weighted.
That's your main instrument.
I play piano. That's how I got into production. Like, Little Village. I play piano. So I've not been able to play since we left uni, pretty much.
Yeah, because is like didn't have one really.
A huge thing for me. So
it's not the same on a MIDI keyboard. You want to feel the action.
It's not like you need that sort of weight. If anyone plays piano, like you need the weighted. Like you need a nice. For sure. Yeah, it makes such a difference. So I'm gonna get myself either. I've been looking at the Yamaha P45 or the Roland FP10.
Just get a Nord.
Yeah, drop $4,000 on a keyboard. I'd love a Nord.
Put some racks on.
Yeah, that's the one I want, but like budget, realistic.
For sure.
And these are like, I've heard they're like the best two.
Yeah, for the price range.
Yeah,
sure.
And I've tried them both out, and I think I'm going Roland.
Now, why? Just out of curiosity, if anyone's a piano player as well.
I think for me, it was the weighted action felt better.
I'm having a mare here in the water. Go on,
weighted action felt better. Like, sort of the sound, because like, I've got to think of how it sounds. Obviously, I can plug headphones in, but like, the sound quality was way better. And it's got like a few more options for like e-piano.
That's what I was gonna say. Can you like load presets onto them?
Because I think you can use it as MIDI.
So that's what I was gonna say.
Which is so good.
I did a production. I was doing audio for a college production of Moulin Rouge ages ago.
Yeah.
And there was a big band behind the stage, and they were using a Clavinova.
Clavinova.
Yeah.
It's like
look it up. I'll put it on the screen maybe. A Clavinova. It's like an electric piano.
Right.
And really weird, I've got the name wrong, but the piano player was playing like the strings parts, but running it through Logic, and Logic was coming to my Allen and Heath desk.
Oh, sweet!
So it was coming at the laptop. So
it
was playing live on a computer.
Oh, that's nice.
But no latency.
Sick.
And they had like reverb. On a bus on Logic.
Sweet.
Which is really interesting.
Yeah, that's nice.
But so that's the next edition. You're going with the.
I think I'm going with the Roland.
Committing to the Roland. I think it's probably right. You went and tried them both out, didn't you?
Yeah, I tried them both out. It's just a big purchase that I'm like scared to commit to, but like I know I need it, so I'm just gonna get it done
for sure. Yeah. So, in terms of big studios, what do you think the real selling point of a big studio for you is? Because obviously you've got equipment and all this, but what sells
What's
you?
the selling point? Equipment.
Yeah, no, I know, but for me personally, it's not even really the equipment.
I would say I think first one thing you get. If it's like we're talking like proper everything like top end studio is like just the treated space that you get.
Yeah, for sure.
Like those speakers in that space is like you can trust exactly what you'd like to think.
As long as
we're talking like this is like a really well treated room. Like for me, that's like up there. Yeah. What about you?
I think when I'm working in a studio with an artist or something, or just if we're going in and just making some stuff, I think. What really sells me is all the studios I've worked in personally.
Yeah.
They have been like more open and everything's in its right place.
Okay, I hear you. You like having more freedom.
And it's a separate space. And so there's a place for a keyboard.
True.
There's a live room where you can go and record stuff and mics. And it's not your bedroom.
Yeah.
And it's not, I can go and play Xbox for an hour now because you're in the studio.
Yeah, I hear
That's always a big thing for me.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, not having the distractions like it's a space that you go to that is dedicated to do that one thing.
I find I'm way more creative when I'm in one of those places.
Yeah, I know some people can separate
opposite.
Yeah,
Some people hate them and they can only really be creative in their bedroom. But I find probably a little touch of ADHD in my brain. But I find when I'm at home, there's too many distractions for me.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. It's easy to just be like,
I can't be bothered.
Yeah, because you have the option.
Finish a drum loop.
Yeah.
Even though you're leaving it thinking, all the drums are in place. But it's not processed right. It's not set in the mix 100%. Right. Then you go back to it and you're like, oh, why doesn't that hit? And it's like, because you cut it short.
I think another thing is you could look at it almost the other way, in that like, I find sometimes I'm more creative in my home studio space. Yeah. Rather than because I know it, but like being in a big studio environment, it can be like you're almost like forced to be creative. It feels like so. Yeah. So do you know what I mean?
You get a mental block.
Yeah, almost. It's like
I know what you're saying.
Bigger space, like I don't know, less easy to be creative.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
So there's two ways of looking at it, but I think I'm more on your side. Like it's nice to have that separation.
But then you get the flip side. Yeah. More things go wrong in a studio than a home studio.
Oh yeah.
So realistically, with
troubleshooting is way harder.
So I open Logic, my UAD's plugged in. Yeah. I start making a beat.
If something goes wrong, it's one of three things.
Yeah, really. Yeah. But like for example, how many hours have we wasted in that Leeds Beckett studio? Trying to figure out headphones.
Yeah, it's like you think it's like something really technical, and it's like, oh, we just didn't have like.
But there's so many buttons, and all of them are really, really not badly named, but not well named.
Yeah, those SSL desks are so badly made.
They just don't think things through, do they? SSL, but not.
I know exactly.
But
what
honestly,
you mean.
I remember there was a time that we were in uni together, as if you've listened and you know. Yeah. And there was a time that we had an artist coming in, and we spent 45 minutes before them coming in trying to set up a headphone mix.
You think it'd be so easy?
You think it'd be so easy? Because at home you plug your headphones in, and you've got your headphones.
Yeah, and you got your interface.
You've got your interface, and you just like everything's easy.
You've got your mixes you can create.
So easy, but on these big desks,
it's all physical.
When someone's in a live room, it's so hard.
It is.
It can be. We might be coming across like idiots right now.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess
everyone has personal struggles.
We struggled.
But do you remember
but you know what? That feeling of like figuring it out is like, whoa.
There's a video I have, and it's a video of us talking through the process.
Oh my god, yeah. Because we
were like we can't it happened before. We forgot it.
I watched that video. Didn't work. Because we missed something out in the video, and it was like a one button like switch.
Because everything's like a flip, like push on, push off.
Yeah, it was like you needed to make sure QB was on a red light, but there was no instruction. Yeah, I guess so. But we didn't instruct.
It was so hard. It was so unnecessarily hard.
So that's another downside of a big studio.
I think the audio company that can create a simple, great analog desk will go through the roof.
I think it's probably been done, right?
I don't know, because there's so much to get in. That's the issue. There's so much to get into.
What was that desk on the left of the SSL?
The box.
The box
API box.
API. Never used it, but it looked
simple.
Although it had like the two dials on top of each other, which is a bit daunting.
The API box. They're going to sponsor this podcast.
Oh.
Yeah, Manifest.
Oh, did you? Oh, I thought you meant you got an email or something.
No. But yeah, so there's loads of downsides to both. That's the interesting thing.
Equipment, I mean, you said obviously, but I think it's
depends
worth saying.
What you've got, isn't it?
Well, we're assuming that this like the big studio has like a great selection of mics, which is like
pretty standard, isn't it?
Yeah, but here's a huge one. Home studio, you can't record like a drum kit. You can't record like. Yeah, in a big room, like you don't have that sort of control.
We don't have that control.
Yeah, but
some people do.
I mean, we're talking like rudimentary, like bedroom studio
for sure.
Like, yeah, like simple.
It's hard. It's so difficult. I've thought about getting an electric drum kit so many times.
Really?
How good
are they not like? Do they not sound?
Some of them
like,
sound sick.
Is it not just like better just drum padding it in? No. No. Is that criminal to say?
Criminal to say. Well, no, because I'm sure some of them are, but you won't get the real swing of a player without actually playing.
I guess you get the human feel, but the sounds.
But you just load the sounds are on you.
What can you put like all one shots on each?
Yeah. Well, on some of them,
that's pretty cool.
Not all of them, but yeah, it's sick.
I guess it's just like a MIDI controller. That's cool.
And you can get these ones. A lot of wedding bands have been using them. that it's like it looks like a drum kit, so it's like a full like snare.
Yeah.
But there's nothing in it. It's just for the look.
Oh really?
It's sick. And the cymbals look real and they're not.
Oh.
It's so
So
cool.
You make the drum kit look real?
Yeah.
So that's cool.
So the whole drum kit's real, but instead of like the skin on the drum kit, it's just like a MIDI pad.
Oh, that's sick.
It's really cool.
I kind of like that.
It's really
cool. You know
cool.
what? I've just thought, home studio, I don't know if you've seen a mic that's come out.
Yeah.
It's the Shure SM4, I think it's called.
SM4.
SM4. So basically it's like, no matter what space you're in, I don't know how to describe it, but like it gets rid of all noise and like de-reverbs, de-everything. And I think it auto levels as well. So like if you move away or move closer.
I hate you. Right. So
why?
When we set out to do this podcast, we just breaking the fourth wall for a second.
Breaking the fourth wall.
We want to come with some audio news that we can discuss that neither of us have heard of. I have a different mic.
Does it do the same thing?
It's like an AI mic.
Oh.
When you move away, it stays at the same level.
Wait, what is it?
I think it's the company's Lewitt. I want to say Lewitt.
Lewitt.
I think I've seen a lot of TikTok ads about it. So I think they're taking the marketing up a level.
Yeah.
But what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I've not seen much of it. The mic that I've seen, it like does I don't know if it de-esses or de-plosives stuff as well. I think it sorts out the P's and everything.
Wow.
But like, how good does it do it? Does it stand up against another mic? Is it better to just do it yourself,
so that's
like record it properly?
That's my issue with stuff like this.
But I guess...
Sorry, go on.
The one thing that is really good about it is like, it gives the option for people that can't sort of afford like the right treatment in their room, like everything else, to have a great recording without spending loads of money.
And I hear that.
But it's not better than.
So that's the thing. It seems like one of those, I don't want to say gimmicky, but I'm going to say gimmicky things.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
because when it's the same thing as
it's gimmicky but practical.
The scare of running like an audio. I mean, recording a rapper, the scare of running it through preamps and all these effects.
Yeah.
Is you can't do anything after.
Oh, yeah.
You can't fix it. So if the auto gain or the de-plosives or the DS, for example, so you know if you DS something,
I don't know if it DS's, but we'll use it as an example. Yeah.
If you DS something too much, it sounds like you have a lisp. Have you ever seen that?
It's horrible.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
If that mic does that, you're screwed.
Yeah, but I mean, you'd like to think it wouldn't, but I guess you can't.
Well,
you're relying on it
for sure.
for sure. That should be the hook line.
Please hire me for marketing, sure.
But yeah, I think I don't know if I'd say gimmicky, because it is practical and it's like
practical,
useful. Especially, I see more of a use for these sorts of mics, sort of for like field recording and like interviewing people. Like
interviewing people.
We had to like set up this with my job, like recording interviews at Leeds Fest. Obviously you've got like 10 different stages of music,
lots of noise,
loads of low end, loads of talking, but like a mic like that can just like denoise, everything would be,
but does it get
ideal?
Does it get overwhelmed then?
Oh,
if there's loads of noise.
Yeah, I think there's a sort of threshold to where these sound too roboty, and like like when you run stuff through there's like Adobe podcast audio, and like if you've got like a really noisy audio or loads of bleed or something, you put it through that. But like the more you push it, it's like just like robotic and
it
weird.
Sort of makes it sound like it's in a box sometimes.
Yeah.
That's
agreed.
interesting. I can't believe they're practically the same use.
Yeah.
But 2 mics have done it now. Then
yeah,
does that mean that's the future?
And big companies.
Yeah. Well, I've not.
I don't think it's not the future of like pro music. I don't
think old mics are ever going to be replaced. Like U87s, 414s, they're never going to get replaced.
Nah, I don't think so.
And I hope they don't. It's fun.
They're just like passed on generation to generation.
Like the U87's been out for so long.
It's so good.
It's like, I think the best in modern day. This is maybe a bit controversial, but in modern day, like production.
Yeah.
And production in terms of like factory production.
What do you mean? Like,
I feel like back when these mics and stuff were invented,
they
were made with such craftsmanship.
Oh, what, like all by hand?
They were putting time into it. But now in this commercialist society, this is getting really political.
Yeah, but I think I know what you're saying.
They're losing the quality potentially.
But I guess you've got to bear in mind that is so company specific, because I feel like there's always going to be the companies that like put the extra and do it by hand. Like I feel like Telefunken their mics will always be like crafted, like beautiful.
And that's
mics.
Exactly why, though. I think they probably don't just mass produce.
Yeah, I doubt they do. Well, who knows?
If they do, they'll be impressed.
Oh, they might. It might still, because I think, is it to do with the materials and stuff they use that makes it a better mic, or is it how it's made?
Idea. That's a good point, actually. But you'd like to think it's part of it.
It's both, it's probably. Yeah. It's probably a bit of both.
Am I allowed to take a shot, do you think?
It's up to you.
I'm going to take a shot.
Take a shot.
So I'm a guitarist at heart.
Yeah.
Always have been, always will be. I'm a Fender fan. I'm a big fan of Fender. Also Fender Rhodes.
Yeah.
Lovely. Fender Rhodes. But Gibson. Have you ever heard of the company Gibson?
I know Gibson. Guitars. Yeah.
Gibson had their heyday. They were exceptional. Oh. They were by far the best guitars.
Oh dear.
But then they, in my humble opinion, stopped caring as much about quality. So they still make guitars.
Oh, as in like they're just trying to throw them out.
They still make guitars that are insane. But
yeah,
they make so many guitars that are
so you think like majority of their are just like super average.
I was playing a gig a while.
But I feel like you need those companies, but
not Gibson.
Yeah,
Gibson were the guys.
But like you say, they still have the high end stuff, right? I don't know guitars, so I'm just trying to back them up.
I played a Gibson from like the 70s.
Yeah.
And a Gibson from like 2019.
Yeah.
And the 2019 one made my skin crawl.
Right.
Because the old ones just they're made with such class.
Yeah.
And they're so beautiful, and all the materials are high. Maybe they're all the same materials. I might be tripping on that.
Yeah.
But when I played the new one, I was like, it just felt a bit.
Yeah.
I don't want to say cheap because it's still an expensive guitar, but they've just lost that.
Okay.
They had such a lead. Gibsons were like the number one guitar.
Yeah, companies that are falling off, that'd be crazy.
Sad. Companies that are falling off.
That's a crazy. Are we going there? Yeah, we'll do it. We're gonna do an episode.
That's a whole episode because I got a list.
Speaking of companies, though, have you got a plugin of the week?
A plugin of the week. Great segue. Great segue. No, I do. I don't think I do. I've been producing a little bit more this week.
Nice. We'd love to hear it.
I have been.
Good shit. Oh yeah, we can swear.
Yeah, we can swear. Because we're gonna start launching a thing every month. We have a new beat pack for people.
Yeah, beat pack.
So there's 8 beats in the beat pack.
Yeah.
And because we've been talking to artists, we've been getting in touch with artists have been messaging us. They want beats, but we've got to keep it fresh. We don't want to send every artist the exact same beat pack and stuff like that. Beat pack a month. So every month, blind beat pack. Keep an eye out for it.
And also on the videos that we post, so we do like the sort of we do the sort of I was like, where am I? We do the beat videos, like so current TikTok, beats that we're
Instagram, doing, YouTube Shorts,
and on those it's like a sort of, if you comment, you'll get sent a beat pack. Like if you're liking that beat, it should be on that one of the month, but obviously depends. When you see the video.
So if you see any videos of ours, unless it says specifically in the comments that this is a beat that's
it might have already been like taken or whatever, like bought,
because we've been working with artists and stuff. We don't want to. We want to be able to showcase a beat but not sell it sometimes.
Yeah, of course.
But unless it specifies, any beat that we post is available for sale.
Yeah.
For both non-exclusive and exclusive.
Whatever.
So just whatever you fancy. But yeah, my plugin of the week, something I've been using loads, and I don't think I've used this already.
Okay.
If I have,
I'm curious.
If I have, I'm very, 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 very sorry. I have. I got 2.
Please bring them.
Right. So the one that's kind of watery is Timeless.
Oh, I love Timeless.
I might have already used it.
I think we talked about Timeless.
You maybe used it.
I think I used it as a plugin of the week.
I've been using it a lot this week because you can just do some crazy stuff with it.
Good.
It's just a perfect delay.
Yeah, it's great.
That's my opinion of it. It's just there's nothing wrong with it. It sounds real. It's just a great delay. But
100%.
But yeah, to be a little bit more like of a quirky take.
Yeah.
I've been doing a bit of modulation and like modulation plugins, so a bit of flanger and a bit of phaser.
Nice.
Just sort of tweaking them both. Sometimes it doesn't work with one of them, but sometimes it does.
What are you throwing that
on the hi-hats?
Okay,
so just hi-hats though, nothing else.
Nice.
So not even like cymbal. Well, I could do it on cymbals.
Is that like stereo? So it's like
it kind of works stereo, but you see, like if you're making like a boom bap, like if you want, for what I've been using it for, it's like if you're making a gritty beat,
okay,
and you're swinging the hats,
it
goes.
Okay, that's cool.
Like that.
I like that.
Really cool.
Sick.
Really cool.
Sick. I might have to try that because I don't do that. I'm like, I don't know. I don't really experiment like drums like that movement wise, but I probably should give it a go.
What's your plugin of the week?
Plugin of the week for me. This is a controversial one. It's a free plugin, it's what's it called? Cymatics Volcano. I think it's called Volcano. Oh, Diablo. That's it.
Volcano's a fab filter.
Oh yeah, that's fab filter. Diablo.
That was mine last
I'm
week.
sure there's. Oh, was it?
I think so.
Oh,
it's fine. It's fine.
Well, I've been using it and I love it.
So good.
So I definitely need a better one, and I'm looking at getting what's it called?
Gold clip.
No, well, gold clip or the decap knock.
Decap knock.
Because like it's got like transient shaper on it.
Yeah.
So anyway, the way I've been using the Diablo is to like you just put it on. You got the soft and hard clip on it, and then on the left of it, there's the other one, which is what's it called? Is it Attack or something like that?
Yeah,
it's a transient shaper of some sort, and it just like adds like a nice amount of punch. It like boosts, it like juices up your drums really nicely.
Decap, we are big fans of your stuff.
I'm sure his is way better, so I'll get on that. But for this week, that is my plugin of the week for sure.
I love that. But so in terms of the home studio versus the main studio,
if you have to pick one,
I'm a main studio kind of guy.
What, as in a big studio?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I like having, especially, so in my head, you've got your control room in the live room.
Yeah.
You've got everything in its own space. Everything's open. Everything's treated. The only issue is the money, really.
Okay. I think I'm going home studio.
You're going home studio. You're more creative in that.
I think I'm more creative, and like I've had such good sessions with people and artists.
I've not had a session in a home studio ever.
Yeah, true. But I guess another thing is my home studio is separate to my bedroom, so it feels like more of a space.
Yeah.
So again, does that? It's less of a. Oh, it's less of a. Yeah.
But because it's still, you can go and make yourself a cup of tea whenever you want. That's the distraction.
Yeah. So overall, I think we are opposing on this one. I'm going home studio. You're going.
I'm going the main studio. Yeah. The big studio.
Cool. Well, thanks for listening this week, guys. I guess let us know what you think is better, home studio, main studio.
For sure.
Yeah, leave it in the comments. As usual, thank you for listening. Comment, subscribe. If you're listening, check it out on YouTube.
Yeah.
If you're watching, check it out on Spotify.
Yeah, follow us on TikTok, Instagram. Blind.audio.
I think
we post at least 3 times a week.
Yeah,
recently we've been posting a lot more. All beats for sale.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Sweet.